Hey everybody, welcome back to 3 Generations Restoration. Behind me is our John Deere 4020 powershift, and we've got ourselves an issue. We got what I'm going to tell you apart already, but the 3-point linkage, which is here, this is the new one, was stuck in the on position. So it was all the way up, which every time you would start this tractor, the 3-point arms would go up, and it was just getting annoying. And I want to use the 3-point on this tractor. So I got all the hard work done, but I'm going to explain here how I did this, and I'm going to actually show you putting this tractor back together to give you a picture of what I did to take it apart. I got a lot of the swearing out of the way. We're going to do some more right here, because getting this shaft in is going to be pretty good pain in the ass. So let's get right into it, and we will catch you guys at the end of the video. So stay tuned, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. No, I'm not going to put it again. It's good. All right, so we're going to start by fishing this through this little area here. You can see I got a clamp loose here. We'll get to tightening that up here in a little bit. We're going to fish it through to the other side. I gotta
twist the top like that.
And I gotta get this so it can clamp down the right way. It goes like that. Yeah.
Is it on this side?
Yeah. Got to get it through there somehow.
Why wouldn't you go that way first?
Because I didn't go out. I didn't take it out that way. I didn't pull it that way. I pulled it this way out.
I can heat that red hot. I just don't know what's in there.
Seals.
Inside here, if I go,
Oh, yeah.
that ain't gonna work.
You never know.
I do know. I'll put 100% guarantee on it. You need that little bit of bend.
Pull it back.
There's a pair of needle nose next to you to grab onto it if you want. It's big ones. See, it's not that. You gotta have that whole big piece through there, underneath that metal line.
There, hold on. Don't pull back just a little bit.
You know which way you're going, right?
Yeah,
You gotta
go.
You gotta go. You gotta go
this?
under, around this bolt. See this? It goes
Yeah.
here, right there.
Push it through then.
These wires should probably be underneath it. Wow, getting lucky. You got to be tweaked over that way. You got to get under that line. If the line's in the way, then we take this bolt out, and these lines will come up a little bit.
That's what we might have to do.
Take this out.
Yeah.
Then these might tweak up a hair.
Probably should get a 9/16 impact.
Oh, yeah.
It's already
Okay,
loose.
then can you at least move even? Yeah, see? You don't even have to take it all the way out. Look at, see that?
Yeah,
Give me the big bar.
It's back there.
No, the big pry bar. It's like got a black handle on it.
Um,
Did we have it out? I thought.
yeah, I don't know where it's at though.
I can hold it up.
Well, it looks like we got it in a little bit.
Where's the handle? I want to hold it up while you pull it through.
We need to get this cable now right next to this nut here, and then it's gonna go up further.
Let me see. Trying to get here. Move your finger a minute, maybe. Boy, I can almost get. There's a little extra. I can go even more if I had a bigger bar.
Oh, okay.
Did you get through?
Yeah, hold on. Move your bar now, it's in the way.
I think you got to be, if you look at the picture, I think you got to be on the other side of this.
Well, we will once I
coming
get
up
it
here.
further in.
You want me to push?
There. Hold on.
Pry up the bar? Here, hold on.
Yeah. There we go. All right, we're through. I think
You're pretty good. Just now we got to kind of line it where it goes here. You want to get this. Look at your picture. I swear it's on the other side of that.
the other side of this.
And then kind of shoot up into the, was it under there?
Yep.
Wrong side of the studs. You got to be down in the other side of the studs.
Oh, this side?
Yup.
I can't remember what. Hold on. I gotta almost.
Kind of hook that up. Because you're not close yet. We got to go another 6 inches.
Okay.
That's it about there.
All right, hang on.
Hook this up.
All right, so you'll notice I got this panel off. This is the cowl for the control here. Here's where I'm gonna connect right to this lever right here. And here's what we're trying to connect to. There's our linkage we're trying to go to. I gotta go down. And then back up with this whole cable. Yep, there we go. All right, now I gotta turn this linkage this way and get it lined back in here. Are you turning that?
Want me to?
Yeah, turn it.
Which way?
Like that, just like that. Okay, I need a little bit.
More?
Yeah. Oh, turn it. Keep going. Just keep turning it like that. A little bit. Right there. All right, I'm in. There we go. Now you guys can see that we're hooked up. I'm gonna put on our clip on this in a little bit, but first, there's a little clamp down in here that I gotta tighten up. So it's a half inch. I gotta get this out of the way.
Those need tightened up.
Alright, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I'm gonna tighten this clamp up. It's gonna take me a little bit of time
If we
because
had a light.
this clamp here is gonna hold the cable down from moving. I thought I was gonna be able to attempt to use the 3-point, but gotta have everything clamped down first. Clamped down and secured. So that's what we're gonna do. I can't really show this, but there is a tiny clip that's gonna go on a little groove on the end of that shaft.
It's right here.
It's tiny. Yep. Here's the clip. I call this a Jesus clip just because you hope to God that this thing goes on, otherwise you'll never see it again. They typically fly. So hopefully, wow, that one went right on. So normally those things suck to get on. All right, now we're gonna move up to here. We can probably magnet that thing down now. That's a 9/16, I think. Yeah, is that ratchet over there? Or is it a half? All right, you guys can kind of see here we got, this is the way it was routed before. We got 2 P-clips that are here. This also holds the cable down. So what we'll do is we'll tighten these down. This helps restrict the cable from moving. Going around it for some reason. Okay, and then if you guys remember, we'll tighten this little hose tie down here back down. Might need to put a little electrical tape on that over here. All right, so that's back. Now we're gonna go up here. Where's that other little piece at? That blue, here it is. Here's the next piece that goes on. This slides through here, and then we have a bolt that comes through here. Yeah, the bolt should just slide right through that little tapered end right there. Come on.
So bolts slide through it when it's out. There's the bracket tweaked there.
There. Okay. Go ahead and start my nut on the other side. Okay. Now that's a 1/2 inch. And then we'll go ahead and tighten this guy down. And I'm just looking back at all the pictures I took. That's the best thing to do when you're working on stuff like this, is to take pictures to remind you of where stuff was routed. Okay, so we're good there. Now we got this final clip that goes on. Kind of a weird clip. We'll show you how it works. Kind of a two-man operation, but I had to pull the shaft off and then start it on the other side, spin it straight. My dad started the clip So now he's gonna have to push it on. It's probably gonna be tough to get on though. It was tough to get off, I know that. There we go. 3-point is back and connected. Now let's test it out. Make sure that we're working. All right, everyone. We're gonna take this cover now. We're gonna put her back on. This is just our dash panel. Go ahead and slide this together. Grab my ratchet now. 9/16. I think it's a 9. Yep. Let's go ahead and tighten this bad boy down. All right. Now that this is done, we can go ahead and put the other battery box in, hook up our batteries, and then what we're gonna end up doing is taking this thing outside and giving it a bath before we put everything back together. So let's go ahead and put the battery box on. All right, let me get this wire out of the way. This is for the fenders, for the lights that would be on the fenders, but we don't have those installed yet, so I'm gonna get that out of the way. Out of the way again. Let's go ahead and take our battery box now. And we're gonna put her into the tabs. Just like that. I don't have anything to keep the thing up and together right now, but we're gonna be going pretty slow to the point where it's not gonna really matter. We'll connect our cable ends and we'll tighten these up. Okay. So right now I'm going to leave that off. That's that big panel there. I'm going to leave the panel that covers the hydraulic tank open. And then I'm going to also leave this one open as well. Because what I'm going to do is take it outside and give it a pretty good bath real quick before I put the stuff back together. That way I don't have all this grease and junk under here. So give me peace of mind before I put all this stuff on. So let's get the tractor started and take it out, and we'll also test the 3-point. All right, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and start this thing up, and we're gonna check and see if our 3-point works now with the cable. right, so we got the floor all nice and cleaned up now. We are going to get ready and put our floor plate back in. It's kind of a puzzle to get in. You got to have your differential lock, which is right there, pushed up. You have to actually take the pin out. I'll show you that here in a second when we put it in. We had to give that a little bit of heat to get it off. So I think we're ready to go ahead and put this piece back on though. So let's grab it. It's a little weird to get back in. If I remember right, I had to almost spin it in. All right, I'm gonna go on the other side now.
There was something in the back here that
The differential
we had
lock.
to pry on. Okay, so tell me when you're gonna help pick it up.
Hold on.
Then we gotta pick up, I gotta set it on. It goes on this tray.
That's gotta go back a little bit. You
You know what, hold on. This
You
has
gotta hit that back.
This pin is, remember this pin we took out?
Yep, you just gotta hit.
And then this is in the way too. That's
It's just right. It's just that. Hit that back.
Maybe that's back all the way.
There.
Wow, that was easier than when we took it out.
Yeah, it was.
Those have spacers on them.
Yep. All right. Well, that went a little bit better than I thought.
We're recording.
Normally these are a pain in the ass.
Giving Lefevre a break.
All right, we got our panel now that covers the hydraulic tank. Just
Gotta
about,
go down. Gotta go down. Right there. I'm good.
all right, you can put the cap back on.
That one, there's one bolt, remember? I think it's shorter than the other one. You gotta go in between the dipstick.
Yeah.
And you gotta do it with a wrench, like half a turn or here.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and tighten this down. And then once we get this tightened down, we're gonna move to the front cowl. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this piece back on. This covers the steering column area. Gets a few bolts as well.
How about this?
So the tractor is together. The cowl is on. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's easy to get to this if you put the PTO in the on position. And then down here you got 1, 2 bolts that hold this on, and you can only get this bolt on if you're using an open-end wrench. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but we got 2 bolts back here. So, plus you got that filler cap. So I think we're ready now to put the differential pin back in.
What side did you cut on?
This side. We had to push this differential up in order to get the steering or the platform out. So let's get this back in. All right, so our 3-point linkage is installed. It is a pretty good process to do and kind of a pain in the ass, but we want to use the tractor's 3-point, and it's been a while, so we actually have a little rototiller we're planning on putting on this thing. Actually going to go hook it up here in a second and test it out on this 4020. We got our garden to cultivate this year and kind of till that under for the year, and we're gonna try it out with the new 3-point on our 4020. So we'll go hook up to our little rototiller. All right, everybody, unfortunately I'm not going to be getting to use the 3-point on this tractor. I thought that our 3-point would hook up to that little rototiller, but it just doesn't quite match the geometry of it, of the tractor. Plus that little rototiller is only good for a 45 horsepower tractor, and I didn't notice that. But either way, it's good that we got the 3-point fixed on this thing, because I actually have a little 3-point box blade that I like to use every now and then, and this is a pretty nice tractor to use it on. So there's that as well. But yeah, nice completed project. A little tough of a project, but if you kind of follow along the steps in reverse to what I did, it shouldn't be too bad. So I think we're gonna call it an episode on the old John Deere 4020. So stay tuned for more, and if you guys like this video, please consider subscribing to 3 Generations Restoration. Catch you guys next time.